you this might be a bit rough. I should have known, I should have seen. That look in your eyes is not letting me in. I can't believe this body's fine. I'm outside. It doesn't make any sense. This was not how I saw the end. But I keep on breathing. Heart is beating. I'm waiting for the eclipse and the consequences of it. Why do we keep falling down? When it's always the infected ground. We got time to make this right. But it's hard to keep falling down. Do you remember our first touch? When I look at you now, an adrenaline rush. We're always looking for something more. We're closer to the edge than ever before. I can't believe this body's fine.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca, and it's the Thursday cruise live stream. And man, it's more jam-packed than a peanut butter and jelly sandwich
It is.
made by the beautiful Jenny next to me, because she makes a killer PB&J.
Well, thank you.
But there's so much jelly on. Look, we got a lot popping off here. There is
So
some.
do you like more jelly than peanut butter or more peanut butter than jelly?
I like my PB&J to be heavy on the J.
Okay. And
Like most things in my life, I like it to be heavy on the J.
Ooh. I'm the complete opposite.
You only like a little jelly?
No, I like some jelly, but I like a lot of peanut butter.
Oh, man. It's popping off, guys. So what we got for you today, welcome to the show. Happy Thursday. Happy end of May-ish. We're glad to have you. We got breaking cruise news. We have not one, not two, but three big announcements for you. Let's start with some breaking cruise news. It is just now being reported that the House of Representatives have passed the bill which will allow the Alaska cruise season to go forth here in 2021. You know, if you're not up on your civics in the United States, a bill can be brought in the Senate or the House of Representatives, and then it has to go the other way. So started in the Senate, got passed last week after the hard work of Senator Murkowski there, bipartisan support in the Senate, went to the House of Reps. It's been sitting there all this week. It passed, and then the way bills work is it has to go to the president now to get a signature. Once the president signs this bill, there will be an exemption until early next year to the Passenger Vessel Services Act, so that cruise ships can sail from Seattle up into Alaska without needing to stop anywhere along the way. How about that?
How about that?
Great news for people that have Alaska cruises scheduled. Great news for businesses in Alaska. Yes, that story is still developing, and we will check that out. Let me just say welcome to the show again. I forgot to even give the ground rules. If you're new, if you have a question, type new by your name. Type question when you have a question, especially when we get to the point where we're looking for questions. We're going to get through some of this news. We may not even be looking at the chat. So yeah, type question if you have a question, and be kind. We got the Blue Crew in here. I saw Robin from Norway locking it down. So yeah, hit the like button right now. I don't know how many we can get by the end of the hour. I think we could get at least 300 likes by the end of the hour.
3,000.
And please consider subscribing, because we're close to hitting that 87,000 subscriber milestone. That's big cruise news. That's following the other big cruise news this morning that Royal Caribbean has canceled their Bermuda cruises. They announced back in March that they were going to home port from Bermuda because it wasn't working out so well here in the United States. And now the situation has changed. The worm has turned, and things are looking a lot gooder here. I know gooder's not the right word.
Not the right word.
It's looking a lot gooder here in the United States, to the point where they're going to turn away paying passengers and focus on the restart of cruising in the U.S. I hope they don't do that here in the United States. The Hangman, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's bring out the third member of our troop, Harry Larry Loca Lucha.
Bring him on out.
Thank you, Hangman.
Thank you, Hangman.
Pirate Tom, wow, thank you so much for the super sticker. There's nothing better than a pair riding a rocket to kick the show off. Very kind. Thank you for the super chat.
I think that's excitement. Like, yay, Alaska.
That's right. And Maggie R, thank you for the
Maggie.
super chat. Happy late Thursday, Jenny and Tony. Thank you for all the good news you brought to us lately. Welcome, Maggie from the UK. A big day for cruising in the
Absolutely.
UK. I didn't even mention it. The MSC Virtuosa, I believe, making her way out of Southampton for a 4-day cruise around the UK. It's really kicking off cruising in the UK. Our good friend Emma on that cruise ship. Other content creators, Ben and David on that cruise ship. We are about to get some what's it like to cruise right now in the UK content in our face. I'm excited about that. And 5 big announcements, 4 big, I don't know how many big announcements, but the big announcement, 22 days until I cruise from Nassau, Bahamas. How about that?
It's very exciting.
Jan Rantu, she must be some sort of English professor. Gooder is the best word.
Gooder.
Thank you for the very kind super chat. Thanks for supporting the creativity. Thanks for all the likes and the thumbs up, all that stuff. Thank you very much.
Douglas Bray, how are you?
2023 Halloween group cruise info. Do we have one of those? What do we got? 2021, we will be on the Mardi Gras.
The Mardi Gras. It is not, you're not able to book into it.
It's sold out.
Sold out.
Or it's at capacity. That's 2021. 2022, we are on the Carnival
The
Horizon
beautiful Carnival Horizon for 8 days.
out of Miami.
Southern Caribbean.
Yeah, so we do a Halloween cruise every year. We've been loyal to Carnival on the Halloween cruises, but for all of our other cruises, we try all of the other cruise lines. So if you are particular to a cruise line, we got a Norwegian, we got a Princess, we got all kinds of stuff. We got Royal, but for Halloween. So 2021 Mardi Gras.
Right.
2022 Horizon, and then like you said, Douglas, 2023 we've got a group cruise on the Carnival Celebration.
We have it on the books.
The brand new Carnival. Oh, that's a big announcement,
That is
right?
the big announcement.
Ding, 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 ding. A new group cruise announcement, Halloween 2023 on the brand new Carnival Celebration.
How exciting.
How about that?
I'm excited.
Booking is open now. If you want to cruise with us on Halloween of 2023, send an email to Jenny. Her email address, jbarnett@expediacruises.com. I will be updating the website later. This is a Western Caribbean cruise, but on that brand new cruise ship. What's the deets, Jenny?
So exciting. So it's a 7-day. It's October 29th of 2023 on, like you said, the beautiful new Carnival Celebration. We will send me an email, jbarnett, and I'll send you the deets, and it's jbarnette at expediacruises.com. Myself and my team are ready to give you the information.
Come cruise with us if you like. It's a fun scenario. Douglas can attest to that. Night Maiden, thank you so much for the super chat. So excited. Let's cruise. Thank you, Tony and Jenny, for all your great and current cruise info. Well, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. Wow. All right.
Celebration, here we come.
That is exciting.
Yes.
So that's just, we've got a couple. Look, we got to slow down. I mean, we're not even 10
We're not
minutes
going
in.
to do the other one till later. Let that sink in, the celebration.
Let that
Halloween 2023, guys. We are starting a cruise. It is getting exciting around here. I'm excited. How about you?
Slinky's here.
Slinky!
I'm very excited. Slinky's here. Sarah's here. Slinky wants to know what port that's out of. I can't remember.
You know what? Listen, this is how it happened.
It just popped up.
It just popped up that we were able to finally book past April of 2023. I can give you the...
We'll let Jenny look for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Crystal Dixon,
Give me
thank you so
1
much for
second.
the super chat. Jenny, enjoy a coffee while Tony is off cruising without most of the rest of us.
Thank you.
Have the best time, Tony. So excited for you. Yeah, I'm excited too. Like, I really hope the Nassau cruise is not in jeopardy based on what's going on with Bermuda. But being 22 days out, I can't imagine that it will be. We still haven't got our final health protocols.
Right.
So there's still a lot going on with that cruise. I did go out and do cruise shopping yesterday. Like, I got the rest of my clothes in place. I'm ready to go. So I just have to figure out what I need to do for my Bahamas health visa. That opens back up about 2 weeks out. I still need to check in for the cruise, and there's still some big unanswered questions. What will the protocols be on that fully vaccinated cruise out of Nassau? How's it going to be? I think that's a question we all have. I can't wait to see what the dealio is.
Yeah, and it was pretty interesting. While I'm looking, I'm also listening. Imagine I could do a couple of things at one time. But it was pretty interesting with Celebrity and what they had come out with, right?
Yeah, so Celebrity, no mask on Celebrity. So that cruise is fully vaccinated. And so they looked at that cruise and said, based on the latest guidance, yeah, no mask. The interesting thing is the Nassau cruise, the St. Martin cruise, they don't really have to follow CDC guidance, but I would assume that Royal is doing that as a show of good faith. But yeah, I'm excited. We got friends on that Celebrity cruise, and they're going to be able to do that unmasked, which, you know, we both believe in the mask. We've been wearing it the whole time. But I tell you what, I want my cruise to be as safe as possible, but as least restrictive as possible. And that no mask is super exciting. James Stewart, thank you so much for the super chat. Order my Loca shirt. Going to wait to see how it fits before I order some of my family cruising in Rome on NCL. We were on Celebrity, but got canceled twice. So going to try it for the NCL October the 6th. Hey, thanks for picking up the shirt. We do have that new Loca Lucha design out there, and a lot of people have been picking it up. I've got mine. It hasn't come in yet, but my shirts have fit pretty good, so hopefully that works out well for you. Thanks for supporting us that way. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Larry Thomas, man, I can't wait to see you in 22 days.
I know. You're so lucky.
Larry and Elaine. Hello, Tony, Jenny, and the Loca fam. It sure is good to be being retired. Now I can catch you on Thursday afternoon. T-minus 22 days and counting. Let's go cruising.
Bum, 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 bum.
Let's go cruising.
How dare you?
How dare me? The other thing, you know, we didn't really call it out, and I feel that bad. Today is it is a cancellation day, and so we quickly hold up those people today that got canceled for Bermuda. We do feel your pain, and we commiserate with you because I think most of us have all had cancellations. So bummer for the Bermuda folks, but I think it does bode well for the restart of cruising. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Wes Decker, thank you for the super chat. Jenny, I had a few grand left over of cruise credit when I rebooked recently with Royal. I used it as a down payment on a cruise in 2022. Can I transfer that to you as an agent, and if so, how?
Wes, shoot me an email at jbarnett@expediacruises.com. Most of the time, yes. If you just rebooked that with a future cruise credit within the last 60 days and it's not paid off, then yes.
Awesome. Eddie Panero, thank you for the super chat. Hey,
Eddie.
Thank you. I got $10 for Jenny. Buy lots of coffee when Tony's gone. Let me help you have a great time.
You're
Thank
so
you, Eddie.
sweet.
Very
and Eddie's
kind.
down in Largo.
Down in Largo. Man, so I went to Clearwater Beach for the first time yesterday. There was a lot going on. A lot of people. Like, I went there to do my clothes shopping in Clearwater. They got a big and tall there. Then I snuck out. I realized that they had a Skyline Chili there, which was fun. I snuck out there, and I'm like, oh, I'm only 20 minutes from the beach. Let me go see if I can smell the ocean. There was nowhere to park. There were tons of people. There were a lot of people having fun in the sun. But I didn't realize we live so close to a really, like, legit beach community.
How dare you?
I'm just saying I didn't know. Like, we've been stuck in the house for a year.
This is true.
It's so nice.
I mean, I was a teenager, so we used to, pump up the music and just drive around.
I'm ready,
Clearwater.
like, maybe in the off season or something like that. I would like to spend a couple of days at Clearwater, and then, I'm so excited.
No,
Party
great.
on the Sea. Thank you for the super chat. This is an exciting time and a positive turn of events for the cruise. Look, I think we are on the. Somebody said it in the comments. We're on a downhill slope, so I think we are a lot closer to cruising than we have been in a while.
Bill Matson.
I'm super excited. Bill Matson, thank you for the super chat. And Frio Chili, thank you for the super chat. Happy Thursday. Boom.
Speaking of chili, you had some Skyline chili yesterday.
I was excited.
Delish.
I love that Cincinnati chili. Look, I realize that I'm a fan of food that either people love or they hate.
Right.
Like when I say, oh, I got some White Castles, there's a lot of people say, I love that. And a lot of people say, I hate that. And then yesterday when I posted that I went to Skyline, there was a lot of people said, I love that. And a lot of people said, I hate that. But I love it. It was really good. Like Skyline was one of those weird things. Does anybody have a food example? Throw it in the comments of a food that when you ate the first time you went, wow, this isn't, I don't know what this is. I don't really like it. And then like a week later, you're like, oh, I'd like to have that again. That's the way Skyline was for me. I had it and I was like, this is weird. What kind of weird chili is this? This is some odd taste and stuff. I don't know if I like it. And then about a week later, I'm like, hey, where could we get some more of that Skyline? Did you like Skyline right away, or did you have to warm up to it?
No, I liked it.
Yeah, it's funky, but I like it. Ian O'Reilly is here from Ireland, working the wrench. Ian, good to see you, buddy. Good times for over there. You could cruise, and how exciting is that?
It's very exciting.
All right, I'm in the comments now. So again, if you're new and if you have a question, I'm gonna start looking for questions.
Well, wait, Spikers, how are you guys doing, by the way? But they said to try the crab fries at Frenchie's, which is kind of cool because we told someone to check out Frenchie's. And it's funny because I was watching your video that you put up, and I was like, oh, look, they went to Frenchie's.
Yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, I didn't realize how close it was. There was another creator down there, and well, of course, I didn't want to intrude on them, but it would have been cool to pop in. Brent Todd, question: what do you think of DCL looking into sailing out of Fort Lauderdale? I like it, man. More choices of places to cruise from. Fort Lauderdale, one of my favorite ports. I think it's just beautiful to cruise out of there. I mean, it's a short like sail away. But man, those big buildings and
it's beautiful. And it's easy.
I think it'd be a good fit for Disney. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah. And speaking of that, the celebration does go out of Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool because this port is a Cozumel Plus, like the sailing.
Yeah.
So we just hit Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Mahogany Bay.
That'll be a fun cruise.
Yeah,
again,
absolutely.
the Halloween.
Well, and I love it because there's 2 sea days at the end.
Yeah, the Halloween group cruises are great, and then when you add in a new ship, everybody comes out and has a little costume action. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Michelle Hilkin, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm cruising out in New York City on the NCL Breakaway October the 24th. I need your super chat that it will actually happen. Think it's good to go. Hey, I feel good. Let me tell you my philosophy. If cruises start in July, I feel really good about October, November, December, September. It's going to be a little bit of a grind to get all these ships back up to, they all got to go through the process. They all have to be approved. But I think I would be worried if we don't see cruises in July. I'll be worried about our October cruise. But like right now, we have cruises scheduled in August and October. I think we have one in November. And let me tell you this, Jenny, if Royal comes out and says they're legit going to cruise from Port Canaveral in July, early the first week of July, we're going to try to get on one of those.
Absolutely.
That's a semi-small announcement, but let me reiterate the big announcement. We have secured cabins on the Carnival Celebration, the brand new cruise ship that will be out. When's it coming? 2022, 2023?
Yeah, 2022.
2022. That's going to be our 2023 group cruise, the annual Lido Loca group cruise on the brand new Carnival Celebration. If you want to get info on that, reach out to Jenny J. Barnett at ExpediaCruises.com.
I'm so excited. Is that 6 or 5? Are we going to count the breeze?
Yeah, you got to count it.
We have to.
We have to count it, even though it
so
didn't happen.
that'll be the 6th annual Halloween Lido Loca cruise.
So that's a big announcement, but there's another one coming up. John from the Ship Show. This is my roomie, my homie for the cruise on the Adventures of the Seas in Nassau. John said he's a food snob, and that also eats canned tomatoes, but Skyline gives me the chills just thinking about it. Yeah, I know you like canned tamales, and you're turning your nose up. I don't get it. I don't get it, John.
You like canned tamales
I like,
as well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm there's food I don't like, but I'm never going to hate on somebody for liking
like,
it.
say
I mean, I don't think John's doing that, but it was so weird. Like, the weirdest phenomenon on social media, like, you can build your tribe, right? So I made a little post, hey, who loves the Skyline chili? And so you would feel like the people would just pop in and that love the Skyline chili. I just would never think if I didn't like something to pop in and go, oh, I hate that. It's like eating dirt. I'm like... Well, I wasn't looking for your support. Thank you very much.
Yeah, what?
John, thank you for the super chat. What do you guys think? John and I are talking about booking the unlimited specialty dining on the Adventures of the Seas and doing like, showing you guys specialty dining and some MDR. I think we should do that. What do you think, Jenny?
Absolutely.
See, I just got approval from Jenny. You see how that works? I just put her on the spot. She said yes. How about that?
Well, I mean, I can't say no.
Kevin, thank you so much for the super chat. Jenny booked the Celebration Halloween cruise. That's right.
So please do, Kevin, just please do make sure that you send me an email because myself and my team, we will be working on this diligently because we have another announcement.
We do have another big announcement.
Not right now, but we do have another
We'll do that in the
announcement.
second half hour. You got to stay around. That's a teaser.
Right.
Hey, Don Smith with a question. Any chance of getting 6LT in your shirts? I'm a rather big guy. I don't know how big they go. Like, I got a 5X. I'm a big guy. Did you look through all the sizes and 5X was as big as... Did you see a 5X? If you didn't see a 5X, then maybe you didn't see all the sizes. But I thought there was some bigger stuff than that. But I'll look. I'm kind of limited as to what that print-on-demand service offers. So,
right.
But yeah. Jeffrey Adventures, we're almost to 87 subscribers. A big invite to anybody here who's not subscribed. Join the locafam and get us over 87,000.
Yeah, Jeffrey had a question before as well. Do you know, you talked a little bit about it, I think, at the beginning, but why Bermuda canceled or what your thought process was?
Well, I mean, look,
with
the
it?
statement from Royal Caribbean said we canceled Bermuda because it looks like we're going to cruise in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So, the forward motion of the restart of cruising in the U.S. has caused Royal Caribbean to drop Bermuda as a home port for this summer. So that's all kinds of good. I mean, I think it stinks for the people that were booked out of Bermuda,
it does.
but it says something significant that you would, like, they're booking paying passengers in Bermuda. They're putting money in the bank, and they went, look, let's just not even do that. Give the money back, and let's just go for the U.S. And so that's good.
So, question.
Yes.
Will we cruise Disney Wish in 2022? You never know, right? Like, we could. It's not going to be our first choice of sailing because it doesn't have a casino, and that's part of our entertainment. But I really do want to someday have that experience. But you never know. We may jump on a 3-day, 4-day on the Wish.
It was a good question, Rich.
Yeah.
I got in trouble on the Tuesday night show because I said I hated Disney. I think that was kind of a strong word. We do have kind of a priority in our head of things that we want to try. We really want to try every cruise line. We want to try as many new ships as possible. Disney just sits way down our list because the things that appeal to us about cruising, look, I'm sure Disney's going to have food that's going to blow my mind. They're going to have entertainment that's going to blow my mind. Those things are things I really love, but we always are able to find cruise ships that have good food, good entertainment, but also have, like a casino. And then Disney is like, we could probably take a couple cruises for what a Disney cruise would cost. So, but we got to get on there, right? Like we wouldn't be legit good cruise tubers if we didn't go on Disney. So at some point, and I love Star Wars, and I love Marvel, and Jenny's a big princess, and so we got to go on Disney at some point.
I am a princess. So Question, Nurse Nancy. So her question is, are you getting nervous about the Adventure of the Seas suddenly canceling? Can I just give my 2 cents real quick before you go?
Please give it.
I wouldn't get nervous about it. Because if it was going to get canceled, it would have already done it. Nassau is much easier transit-wise to get to. Like they're, filling up the ship with food and, all the logistics are just a little easier than what Bermuda was.
Yeah. Look, I don't think I'm nervous about, like, it could happen. So, like, every time I book a cruise, until cruising starts going, I'm assuming that every cruise is going to get canceled. Right. So right now I'm going to be pleasantly surprised if it doesn't. But man, we're so close. I can't imagine. Like if tomorrow or something they give us health protocols, I just don't think they're going to cancel that. Laura G has a question. How many days are the test cruises? We don't know. Like I haven't seen a schedule, anything being called a test cruise. Some people are looking like in the app. And so there's actually some cruises in Nassau before our cruises. But I don't think that those are test cruises because unless Royal got some sort of special exemption from the CDC, I've read CDC document that said they only consider a test cruise a cruise that happens out of the United States. And so I do believe that Royal could be doing some test cruises out of Nassau just to test their protocols and their ability to get cruising restarted, but I don't know that would count toward the test cruise. It could. I don't have any inside information. I don't know how long they're going to have to be. I think they have to be a certain length, but yeah, I don't know. It's a good question, though. A question, repeat Jenny's email, jbarnett it's there a couple times.
Thank you, Ian and Chuck.
Thank you, Ian and Chuck. Hey, how are we doing on the likes? Have we got to 100 yet? I think we could do it.
Why do you even want to know?
I don't know. We used that software when we were on the road. Now I'm obsessed.
See, Bill Matson, that's exactly what I feel. Bill said when you become grandparents someday, you can take the grandkids on Disney. Absolutely, gives me a reason to get on there.
We're waiting. We're trying to pressure our kids into having kids.
No.
Just so we can cruise. No, it's pretty funny. Party on the Sea. This is a great one. Gosh, so many things are going on. Mm-hmm. All right. Here's the deal. We put it out in the Facebook group, and we said, if we go to Port Canaveral on June the 4th to see the Carnival Mardi Gras, and we stay over an extra day to the weekend, anybody interested in meeting up? So there's at least 50 people that said yes. we don't have any plan yet. And so, like we do sometimes, we just say stuff and we don't have a plan. Much like this group cruise today. We have to figure out now where we can accommodate 50 people in Port Canaveral on the 5th of June. And we will figure that out. But we know the time frame, so it'll be like late afternoon, early evening. So I would say like a 3 or 4 kind of meetup. And we don't know where yet. But yes, but we plan to be, we already got a hotel. We plan to be in Port Canaveral on June the 4th for the arrival of the Carnival Mardi Gras back to Port Canaveral for the first time. And somebody sent a link for a Facebook group. There's already a Facebook group with like 750 people in it. So I think there's going to be a large crowd there. So we'll try to live stream it. If the internet's good, we'll try to live stream the Mardi Gras coming in. So there's that. Ian O'Reilly, thank you so much for the super chat. Great to be back with the live shows. Watching on repeat is not the same. Ian, we're glad to have you. We appreciate the work that you do. And, man, now that travel's opening, I can't wait till we get to meet you.
I know. I saw somewhere that the MSC was sailing out.
MSC's, yeah.
That brings tears
I think
to your
somebody
eyes
in here,
instantly.
somebody in here is watching a port cam and said they saw it out. Jay Barry 89, thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated.
Super chat.
Bam.
Wow, we've talked about a lot. How many days are, so we don't know the days. How many days are the test cruises? All right, slide.
Well, go back up. Tinkerbell had a question. Tinkerbell question. Where do we get cruise insurance for the year? I think Alliance has
an annual
those
plan.
plans. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Melissa, did RCL offer a good deal to those canceled on the Vision to jump to another ship? I think it was 125% future cruise credit. Maybe, I hope. Now that I said that, I'm afraid that I've said the wrong thing. Let's see. Jenny sent the email.
Wait, what was the question?
What did they give the Bermuda cancellations?
It's the norm. It's the full refunds, 125% future cruise credit.
I feel like, okay, so that's the answer to that question. I feel like last Thursday's show, was last Thursday's show the day we got to 1,000 likes, or was that a Tuesday night?
I believe it was Thursday.
Yeah, I think we could get to it. So we're at 300. So let's go. Question. Well, it is a question and a super chat.
Thursday's gonna beat out Tuesday nighters.
Can Thursday beat Tuesday? Nellie Wang, thank you so much for the super chat. Besides Disney Cruise Line, what other cruise lines have you not sailed with yet? Probably a lot. So
yeah.
We've sailed with 5. We've sailed with Carnival. We've sailed with Royal Caribbean. We've been on Princess. We've been on Celebrity. And we've been on MSC. So the biggest one, like the big player we haven't been on, is NCL. We've been canceled on that a couple times. And then we got to start picking up all of the other ones, like Holland America Line.
Right. Silver Seas.
Viking. Yeah, some of the, Virgin.
Yeah.
But we've been on the big ones, at least the multiple tiers of the big ones. But yeah, we'd like to, there's stuff I would like to go on Costa, and yeah, if we could just start cruising. Look, we didn't start cruising until 2017, and then we jammed as many things we could in between 2017 and really the end of 2019, the first month of 2020. I got 13 cruises in, which included going to Asia, and Jenny got 12 cruises in, and I think we had 7 cruises or 8 cruises scheduled in 2020. So we are trying to represent it all.
Represent it all.
Jeremy Blisner, how many White Castles is too many in one setting? You can look at it 2 ways, Jeremy. How long are you going to sit there? If you're only sitting there for maybe 10 minutes, I'd say 2 or 3. But if you're sitting there for an hour, I don't know, 10? You don't look. This is what I said. Somebody asked a question the other night, like, I don't want to be in a White Castle eating contest. I love the taste of White Castle. You give me 2 or 3, and I'm good until the next time. That's what I think.
So the only thing about White Castles that they need to improve on, they're French fries. They're horrible.
I like them.
Ugh.
I like them. Bill Matson with a big announcement and a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. We are now at 87,000 subscribers. Thanks everybody for being a part of the Loca fam.
That is awesome.
We've had a lot of new people join lately. We love everybody. We're glad to have everybody here. We're really trying to look. It's good to have the subscribers. What means a lot is people watching the videos, and you guys certainly do that. But they dangle a carrot, YouTube. Look, I'm a gamer from way back. I want to level up my character. And when we get to level 100, they give us a shiny play button. That's really where we're at. Jenny and I both played World of Warcraft. We're trying to get our little characters up to 100, the 100K subscriber mark, so we can get that plaque, and then we're golden.
That's right.
Well, we're silver.
That's right. And
What-
Hadley, what's going on, beautiful?
William Davis, thank you so much for the super chat. Question: what are your thoughts about Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line? So I like the ship that they have left, the Grand Classica. It's an old Costa ship. It's very cool looking. Unfortunately, during the pandemic, they had to sell off what was the first Carnival celebration, actually. I've had mixed reviews. We really like our friend Tommy Casabona from the Always Be Booked Cruise podcast. He has been over on that cruise ship before. He said it's really it's budget friendly. How about
You know who has great videos on that actually is Edna.
Edna's World, great videos on it. I tell you what, don't expect it's got all the nuts and bolts of cruising, right? It's got food, it's got some entertainment, it's got a ship, it's got a Lido. And if the price is right and you want just a couple 2-day jaunt down there to Freeport, I think it would be fun. It's super tempting. It's super tempting to check it out. We've never been on it. William, thank you so much for the super chat. Jake Frazier, thank you for the super chat. Cruise Europe or just fly and stay for 5th wedding anniversary? It just depends. Now, this is why I like to cruise to foreign countries, because navigating foreign countries, if you haven't done it a lot, can be a challenge. The cool thing to me about cruising is that you're only off the cruise ship for 6 to 8 hours, and you only have to navigate the foreign country for 6 to 8 hours. I went to Japan, and I only had to figure out how to live in Japan for 6 to 8 hours at a time. And then for the rest of the time, I knew where to get my food, I knew where the bathroom was, I knew where I was going to sleep, all of that stuff. So it just depends how immersed you want to be. You're going to have a more immersive experience if you fly over there and stay there. But I think an easier way to see a country is cruising. Just depends what vibe.
Well, and a lot
how
of
you're
people,
vibing.
what they'll do too is do a cruise.
Yep.
And then fly back over to a port that they really want to explore in depth.
And do a few more days.
Yeah.
All right, so the big announcement that we've had so far, Celebration Group Cruise, October 2023 on Halloween. Are we in the second half hour?
We are.
All right, let's give the other announcement. You ready to give the other announcement?
We can give the other announcement.
All right.
We've been teasing about it.
We've been teasing. One of the ships that we want to go on, and we didn't want to do it by ourselves. We'll do it by ourselves if nobody wants to go. But man, one of the hottest, coolest looking new ships coming on the scene, the Norwegian cruise line Prima.
Yeah.
It's a whole new design, a whole new class for Norwegian Cruise Line. We booked it, and then as we booked it, we said, well, what if other people want to go on it with us? So now there is a group cruise coming up for Lido Loca on the Norwegian Cruise Line Prima. That is in March
Of 2023.
of 2023.
March 5th. It's March 5th.
It's Jenny's birthday cruise. Jenny's birthday is on March the 4th. Don't steal her identity. But yes, it's Jenny's birthday cruise on the brand new NCL Prima. The contact information is the same. That's going to the Western. It seems like every cruise ship we want to go on, Western Caribbean.
It is.
Unfortunately. But there's a lot of fun stuff to do in Cozumel and all those ports. But
Well, and listen, these
Prima,
are brand new ships that
brand new.
The Prima is sexy.
It is sexy. I'm excited. Spikers, thank you for the message. Man,
Aw,
I'm fumbling.
thank you
I'm so
guys.
excited. So I will update the group cruise page on the Lido Loca website sometime today with everything that we have going on. Let's see. John Burns, thank you so much for the super chat. Jenny question. I'm still thinking of going on an 8-day cruise from Seattle to Alaska. Still waiting for the border to open, but you mentioned that there are 134 shore excursions for 8 days. Do you remember what that's about?
I don't know.
I think she's just saying that there's a lot of options for shore excursions. Are you looking for a recommendation, John? Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah. And of course, shoot me an email because I have, different I have some I can send you a lot of information. So just shoot me an email because I do have
Private companies.
well, and there's also fact sheets on different ports and things to do. So
Yeah. There probably are 134 shore excursions. I wouldn't say there's 134 ship excursions, but
Right.
Jenny also has a lot of contacts for third-party excursions also. John, thank you for the super chat.
Super chat. Thank
Karen
you, John
Lewis,
Burns.
thank you for the super chat.
Karen Lewis. Did
What'd
you
I
say
say?
Karen? I don't know.
I thought I said Karen Lewis.
I thought you said Karen Jones for some reason.
No? Well, if I did, I'm sorry. Karen Lewis. Do I think the Symphony will sell by December? Yes, Chris, I do. Again, to me, let me hedge my bet, though. Let me give the caveat. If cruising starts in July, I think you have a good opportunity for most of the cruises that let me say the thing that I always say. We still have to keep on our thing could get canceled hat.
Right.
It's going to take a while to get cruising restarted. The example I give, Norwegian Cruise Line said that they can get a ship going a week once it gets started. I think they got 26 ships in their fleet, so that's half a year. So I do believe to be cautious with our expectations. Even once cruising starts going again, it may only happen from some ports. It may only happen on some ships as all the ships are getting approved. But I do believe if we start to see some ships in July, in August, in September, that it makes the Q4 look really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I think.
It's March 5th of 2023, and yes, it is a month after we disembark from
The Vloggers Cruise.
the Vloggers Cruise in 2023. But you know what? Not everybody is on that one.
Yeah.
So, it's just another option for people to,
To cruise
hang
if
out.
they want, yeah. Yeah.
And check out the Prima.
Yeah, it's a weird thing for us because sometimes they're like, well, should we just cruise by ourselves? But then, when we start saying we're going on a cruise, people are like, oh, I want to go on a cruise. And so we just make it to where if people want to go, people can go.
Yeah.
Because wouldn't you be mad if we went on the Prima and you didn't have anything else scheduled and you didn't go? Because we get that a lot too. We'll get, hey, we're going on the Prima in March of 2023. And somebody's like, I just booked April 2023. Why couldn't you have gone on my cruise? So there's that.
Yeah.
Jay Haplin, thank you so much for the super chat.
The super chat.
Headed out soon on Rotterdam's inaugural cruise. Thanks for all that you do.
That's exciting.
Hey, that's awesome. That again, there's a whole set of ships that end in the word "dam" from Holland, America that I want to go on. Like when I was doing the news story about Koningsdam, I was like, that's a cool name. Koningsdam. What does that mean? Thank you for the super chat, John. And Jules Journey, thank you for the super chat. Will the Prima be a good ship for a freshly graduated teenager, or would Carnival or RC be better? I haven't looked at all of the activities. It's going to be a very modern ship. Right. NCL definitely plays in that family-friendly zone. And so to me, Royal, Carnival, Norwegian, all looking at family-friendly. I'll have to look at the ship. I don't know if they got water slide. I'm sure they do have water slides or something. Probably got the laser tag. Probably got all that stuff.
Yeah.
But just got to look at that ship and see if what's your teenager like to do? Do they like the water slides, the laser tags, all that stuff? You might.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on if they are super active. Like Royal Caribbean Oasis class is phenomenal.
Yes.
For that. But if they're like a super chill kind of kid that enjoys reading like in the corner or just hanging out by the pool, probably the Prima is going to be a better choice. And anything with Carnival is going to be, any fit, really, like to run around and get on the slides and that sort of stuff. Then there was another question. The question is, do you think it's silly or not? And I forget who had asked it because we scrolled by it so quickly. Do you think it's silly to stick to one cruise line loyalty program or venture out? So I'm going to just say, for instance, I kind of have loyalty to a couple of different brands of hotels. And it really, for me, really, it's what is the best value.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, it really is up to like, I'm not really loyal because that's the only mistress that Tony's allowed to have. So
that's right.
We have to scoop it around.
Cruising is my mistress. No, I mean, look, I don't think there's anything wrong with being loyal. I mean, there's a lot of people that like to choose a line. They like to stick with it. They like the perks. For me, the perks aren't as appealing as, like, so we see the Prima come out from Norwegian Cruise Line. What if I'm only going to sell on Royal Caribbean? I would be like, oh man, I want to go sell on the Prima. Like, why can't I do that? Just because I'm trying to, get the next level of perk, which, for me, again, it's personal choice. Some people like to stay loyal to the cruise line. I don't think it's silly at all, to answer the question.
Not at all.
I don't think it's silly, but I also don't think it's silly to not do that. So, again, personal choice for us. Nothing's appealing to me about the loyalty program that's going to keep me from not jumping from the Celebration to the Prima to the Sky Princess. It's...
Well, and quite honestly, too, like, if you're loyal to one, one line... like look at MSC. MSC does like
they do a match, which
the
is
loyalty
nice.
match, and they put it kind of to what their loyalty program entails. And then also like with Royal Caribbean, I have plenty of guest clients that are like Diamond Plus or whatever, and then they'll go on to Celebrity, which is a Royal Caribbean International sister company, and they kind of. Not that they're able to get their loyalty, but they kind of give you some perks.
Some perks,
too.
yeah. I mean, to me, I wish that would be a better program where Carnival says, look, if you want to go on any of our 9 cruise brands, we'll give you loyalty.
Right.
That could be appealing. That gives you 9 options to build loyalty.
Right.
And then, because what I've noticed, and again, we haven't cruised that long, even in the first year or two, like the vibe that we had when it came to cruising, it evolved, right?
Right.
And so we went looking for different experiences. And so, you know, one of the challenges of staying in the same brand is you might miss some of those new experiences, and you might, your cruising may not evolve, or you may not want that. But I would like it better if they would say, like Carnival said, any of our 9 brands you can build loyalty, or Royal saying any of our brands you can build loyalty. So until something like that comes along, and until we probably tried them all, I can't imagine us being loyal. Question: what is the ship on the intro and the outro? That is the one that we were on. There's 3 ships. Oh no, the ship that we were on, the Bridge of Sighs and all that. MSC side, one of the prettiest cruise ships we've ever been on. Super inexpensive too. I love that ship.
Very nice. Yeah, so Russell, we did announce that they unanimously passed the bill.
Yes.
And just has to go over to the president for a signature, which is exciting.
Let me try to do the recap. First, Blue Girl Deb, what's up, sister?
Aw, beautiful. What's going on?
She's only loyal to Joni and Tinny. Tony and Jenny. Thank you so much for the super chat and the loyalty. We do appreciate it.
Love you, Deb.
All right, so here's the update. At the top of the hour, we talked about it. Breaking cruise news. The House has passed the Alaska Tourism Recovery Act. It already passed the Senate. It had to pass the House, and now it goes on to the president to be signed. If the president signs this bill, then cruising to Alaska can happen in 2021. I'm sure when we get off here and start digging through the internet, there's going to be celebrations everywhere because this is a big deal. Just one big hurdle is the president, but I would assume that he'll sign it because it got through both chambers of the House, both chambers of the Congress with bipartisan support. And so, yes, that's exciting. Be able to get exempt from the Passenger Vessel Services Act, which means they'll be able to sail like from Seattle to Alaska without having to stop in Canada. I want to say this. In the comments, sometimes people are like, I can't believe Canada is keeping us from cruising to Alaska. It's our law that's prevented it.
That's right.
The Passenger Vessel Services Act is our law. Like, we shouldn't be dependent on Canada. It's our law. So give Canada a break, but be excited that
listen, it's also Canada's loss that, you know, funds won't be going to those little ports, you know, that we would have to cruise into. So who knows if even Canada will just come out and say, hey, listen, we changed our mind.
They might. I think Canada's okay with what they're losing with tourism. But again, I'm excited that there should be Alaska cruising now.
Absolutely.
Maggie R, thank you for another super chat. Super bummed that I had to book the Prima cruise out of the UK for COVID cover and couldn't go with Jenny. I would have chosen March instead of December if I knew. Maggie, that would have been great to have you.
Maggie.
Thank you for the super chat.
Well, I can't wait to see your pictures.
Tom Barton, what do you think with all of the court stuff going on? Look, I've never been a fan of the court process. I think everything that I'd seen prior to the court process is that there was motion going forward. Look, I know not everybody agrees with me on this, but we did have a pandemic in the U.S. If you tracked along with the numbers, I've asked this question before. When would have been a great time for cruising to restart? Would it have been the time when the spike was completely high, or is it going to be as the COVID goes away? I believe that as the COVID goes away, as vaccination goes up, that we would start to see movement on cruising and in other parts of life. That is what's happened. I don't know that I feel vindicated with that, but I do believe that all of this other stuff is a little bit distracting. I don't think the court case is going to go anywhere. You know, the cruise lines weren't a part of the court case, and I think that cruising is going to restart with the court case or without the court case. So I'm excited either way. But you know, it's been a good story, and I know it's got a lot of people excited. Thank you for the super chat, Tom.
Thank you.
Super chat.
Whew. This hour is going quick.
It is.
We still have one more announcement. It's not as big as the group cruise announcements, but we still have one more. Erica Emedy
I don't
is
even
here.
know what
What's
that
that?
is.
You do know what it is, but you might not recognize it. Question: Is my cruise on June the 12th? Yes. It's on June the 12th, 22 days, Terry, until I cruise on the adventure of the seas. I'm excited.
Very
Ken
excited.
Barrett, question: Our COVID insurance will cover cruising in the U.S. when they traffic green light. Is that a will it? Yeah. Ken, are you in the UK or are you in the US? I'm not sure how that works across the countries, Jenny. Do you know?
I'm not an insurance agent, so it just
probably have to
depends
check,
on the insurance policy.
If you're getting your insurance in the UK, if that's what you're asking, make sure you check with them. But I do know that US providers are selling COVID insurance for U.S. cruises. So, like Jenny just quoted me, like for my cruise in the Bahamas, which isn't even in the U.S., I have coverage that covers COVID and all of that stuff. So that's pretty exciting. Jennifer Wilson, thank you for the super sticker. The pair has scored a goal. Goal! Thank you so much for the super sticker. Question, is there a time frame for that act or a time when it expires? Yeah, so I think one of the reasons it got passed with the bipartisan support is they time bound it. I believe it's just up until when the Canada cruise ban ends, which I believe is the end of January. I have to look specifically, but whenever the Canadian cruise ban ends, that's when they set this exemption to end. So they're trying to just play in the framework. They're not asking for more than what they're like, hey, look, right now we can't do it until the Alaska cruise ban ends. So can you give us an exemption? It looks like it's happening. That's exciting.
It is exciting.
Erica, what was the group cruise announcement? There's been 2. We've decided where we're going to do the 6th annual Halloween Lido Loca group cruise. We do it every year. We do Halloween on Carnival, and we're going to be on Carnival's newest ship again. 2021, we're on the Mardi Gras. That's new. Horizon's fairly new. We've been trying to get on the Horizon, and now in 2023, we're going to be on the brand new Carnival Celebration. A Western Caribbean, the Cozumel Plus. In 2023, yeah, you could book it now.
That's right.
And pick out your costume. The other group cruise announcement, of course, you may know this one already, Erica. We're going to be on the Prima, NCL Prima, on March of 2023. Jenny's birthday group
March 5th.
cruise, March the 5th. How about that?
How about that? On the Carnival Celebration, you know what I hope?
Yes.
I hope in every elevator, all I hear is celebration song.
Angie Roberts' question, was it Port Canaveral that is working on the port agreement? Yeah, so Royal announced that they had Royal announced that their port agreement was signed by Port Canaveral, and now the next step is to send it to the CDC. Somebody hit me up, and I haven't been able to verify it, that maybe 2 other cruise companies are working with Port Canaveral to get their agreement signed. Question from Pika, what happened to Bermuda? I was late. Pika, Royal Caribbean looked at how the restart of cruising in the U.S. is going. They see it to be so favorable that they're going to cancel cruises in Bermuda that have paying passengers on it because they believe that people want to cruise out of the United States, and we're close enough to do that. Certainly, if cruising starts on Royal in July, we're going to be on a Royal cruise. Whatever Oasis class ship is down there to start in July, we're going to get on it.
That's right.
Let's see. Catherine says, does the Royal Caribbean insurance cover COVID? Jenny, do you know, or is that best just to check with Royal?
It's best to check with Royal.
Yeah, check with Royal. It's hard for us to say anything about what insurance covers or not because we're not experts in that. We're just experts in having fun. How about that? Mike Cardigan's moving to Tampa. Let's get cruising. I was close to Tampa yesterday.
Tampa.
Oh, I'm out of drink. Can I have a drink of your drink? I made my throat dry.
Yeah? I guess you can, my love.
Whew, I've been talking for 40 minutes.
I know. Well, you never stop talking, which is lovely.
We have such a limited amount of time to get it all in.
I know.
Let me give you the last big announcement.
Oh my goodness, that's right. I want to even hear this one because I don't know what it is.
This isn't anything crazy. We get mail every month, and we've been doing a live unboxing of our mail. And tonight's the night. We're going to do it at 9 o'clock tonight. So we got a pile of mail because we were going to do it closer to that, but there's so many things going on. I want to let some of this ruminate and maybe put out a short about the house thing. But so 9 p.m. tonight. It's just us opening the mail that you lovely people have sent our way. And so not a lot of cruise news talk, so that might not apply to everybody. But if you want to see us open strangers' mail, like not in an illegal way, come back at 9 p.m. tonight for another live show. That's the big announcement.
That's right.
How about that?
Kevin, yes, please, because then I'll be sending out different emails like for the different cruises. Yes.
Carlos Solaris, what are the must-dos in Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Roatan?
Roatan, of course.
We've been to those places a few times. I tell you what do you like to do? So, I mean, it's always a hard
Hug
question.
a sloth?
Because nobody, yeah. So for us, some of our favorite times, we went to Mr. Sancho's in Cozumel. That was awesome. Mm-hmm. In Roatan, we went to the Daniel Johnson sloth farm. I can't remember what it was called, but we went and hugged a sloth. One of my favorite experiences in Costa Maya, there's a bar right there in the port area that has luchador wrestling, so I watch luchador stuff. So it just depends. There's a lot to do in every one of those ports. When you go to Cozumel, you could actually go to Mayan ruins. So Yeah, but I tell you what, if you're fun and sun, you can't beat Mr. Sancho's in Cozumel.
So Mark has a question. He is in his 70s and wants to know if there's things for him to do on the symphony. So we've, of course, not been on the symphony. We were on the Oasis, which is the same class. Yeah, there's so much to do. Like, there's the casino. Their shows are absolutely
Amazing.
Phenomenal. The comedy club was fantastic. And, of course, like Central Park and just chilling. I mean, we even we went on the merry-go-round.
Yeah, I mean, we don't
so
do,
much to do.
We're not doing stuff active, so we're not doing the rock wall or the flow rider or anything like that. But I tell you what, it's the best entertainment I've ever seen. They have they had a like an aqua show that had real people that were in the Olympic divers. They had an ice skating show where they had like legit Olympian ice skaters. And so, you know, on that cruise, I saw an aqua show, which was like Cirque du Soleil stuff in Las Vegas. I saw a Broadway production of Cats. I saw a ice skating show, and then just regular other shows and comedy shows. So,
I forgot the ice skating show was phenomenal.
It depends what you're into, but like if you like food and entertainment, you would have a blast on an Oasis class ship.
Absolutely.
How many likes are we at? Are we at 400 yet? I think we can get to 400. 400.
400? What?
We should be able to get to 400, I think.
Absolutely.
Any chance you will join us on July the 2nd on the Mardi Gras? No, Ricky, I don't think so. If July opens up, 2022, no, because we're already going to been on the Mardi Gras, and we try not to repeat, and we definitely try not to three-peat.
Too much, right.
There might be a secret cruise I just revealed, but yeah, we definitely don't. We definitely try not to repeat. The Jazz Club. That's also true, Pika. I enjoyed that. That was one of my favorite evenings.
Yeah.
Like a couple of the Broadway musicians and players. There's a jazz club there on the Oasis.
I forgot
class.
how awesome that was.
There was so many different things there that was amazing.
Yeah.
549, 558. I think we can get to 600.
Awesome.
Can we get to 700? Douglas Castile, thank you so much.
You gotta do it quick though.
Thank you so Can we get to 55, 55? Douglas Castile, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you.
A chat.
All right, 600 likes. How about
That's
7?
awesome.
Can we get 7? I got 6. I feel like we're at an auction. Question: who do we book the group cruise through for the Halloween party? John, all the group cruises are booked through the lovely Jenny sitting next to me.
That's me.
The way you get into that queue is you send her an email, jbarnett@expediacruises.com. Joe O, Tony and Jenny meet you on the Odyssey of the Seas, February 2022. Yeah, look, we got to get the Odyssey in there too now that it's coming to Florida. I'm excited about that.
Joe, I've been speaking with Joe this week. What a lovely couple. But anyway, we have in February 2022, we have on the 12th, we have the Princess Group.
Yeah, so, February 2022, we're already spoken for. Right. We're going on the Sky Princess. Look, it's only a week long. We could also go on the Odyssey in February of 20. Jenny, we moved to Florida for a reason.
This guy.
Cruising every other week. Question: if my cruise gets canceled on a casino cert, will I get this back? Heather Edmonds. Is it a casino offer you got from the cruise line, or is it like from My Vegas? The My Vegas we've seen come back, like the points and stuff.
Right, the My Vegas. But to be honest with I'm just going to speak with Carnival because that's where I had most of my guests with casino offers. It depended on if you get a new offer.
Yeah.
They don't let you utilize the offer that you originally had booked on that was canceled.
Carlos says, have we ever been on the Ovation? 1 year from today be on your Alaska first cruise. I've been on the Spectrum, which I think is the same class as the Ovation. It was a great cruise ship. Again, it had a lot of the same stuff. It's like a smaller version of the Oasis class, but it was good. It's got the North Star on it. That was a lot of fun. I think they're cool. Well, question, when do you plan on going out in New York City? Planning on moving to Florida within a year, but just in case. Man, we almost went out to New York City on the Mardi Gras to go up to Canada, but that got canceled. Hey, we'll be looking. We love the city. Jenny's from Long Island. We got a lot of family there. We're looking to do that. Question, thoughts on booking during hurricane season, tip, tricks, etc. Be flexible. Hurricane season's very long. It's the Jason months.
Right. And make sure you have insurance.
Have insurance.
Yeah.
For any cruise, not just hurricane season. Jason, June, July, August, September, October, November. That's how long hurricane season is. So almost always you're booking during hurricane season. It does seem like September, October can be the worst. Just be flexible. Just realize that your cruise may change. It may not go. and go into it like that. But sometimes you can get some good prices during hurricane season.
Yeah.
Let's see. I saw
Yes, we hit 87,000 while we were sitting here with you
87,000.
guys.
It's been an incredible run.
I mean,
we hit
84,000
on May the 10th, I think, or the 14th. So you guys have been coming, showing us the love. I sure do appreciate that. It's amazing. Let's see. Do we think that mask restrictions will lessen booked on Mardi Gras August with our 6-year-old son? I think there's going to be new mask guidance. The way that we saw it happen is the mask guidance for on land came, and then a month later it came to the cruise ships, and that was for being outside. And then just, I don't know, are we 2 weeks past for the CDC, or was that just last week? The CDC said that vaccinated people don't need a mask indoor or outdoor. I think that's just last week. So it wouldn't surprise me if 2 or 3 weeks in we see that guidance come to the cruise line. We already saw Celebrity make that call in St. Martin. And so I think as I keep hitting the same drum. As the cases go down, as the vaccines go up, and life returns to normal, I think that will translate into our cruise experience. So yeah, give it a few more months, and that will be it. Yeah, so it's the Jason month. I used to just call it the Jason months, but it's also June, so it's
Right.
Jason.
Jason.
But yeah, I like that. I made a video one time early on in Lido Loca where I had the Jason mask on our face. Remember that? Yes. If capacity limits change, will you open your Halloween Mardi Gras? Sure, yeah. I mean, if we could book more, we'd love to have more people.
Yeah, like I didn't close it down. Carnival closed it down for everybody.
Yeah.
Not just the group.
Oh, 37. How many more minutes? We got 5 minutes to get another 137 likes. We can get to 800,
What?
I think. Camerog9, thank you so much for the super chat. Do you think the new regime will be able to book Cuba again?
Listen, I hope so.
Yeah.
I would love to go visit Cuba again.
Yeah, I mean, that was cool. Cuba was awesome. Cuba was interesting. Like, I went as a tourist and I left as a sad person because you really understand the gravity of what's happened in the history of that country. I think it is helpful to go over there, but yeah, if you go to Cuba, you got to go with eyes wide open because it's heavy duty. It tugs on your heart.
Yeah.
Thoughts on drink packages? Are we worth it, or should we just? Thoughts on dining packages? Are they worth it? Or look, here's the deal. You can approach it one of two ways. The way I look at it, I like to do specialty dining because I do find that as a way to show you guys something extra. But if I wasn't a YouTuber, if I wasn't trying to make video content, I struggled to pay for food when I already have food paid for. So it just depends. Right. Now, the cool thing about specialty dining is the dining packages are cool, but like even one-off specialty dining, I like it because it's like date night for us. You can go to the MDR, and that's kind of like in a big, I would say like a dinner club kind of vibe. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of hustle and bustle. You're around a lot of people.
Right.
But
Lots of fun.
Yeah, and that's fun. But when you do specialty dining for like just us together, it's like date night. It's very intimate. You know, it's just two people at a table. And so it just depends what you want. Maybe treat yourself. The food is definitely elevated, right? So the MDR food, they prepare it in mass. They have to serve it in mass. But specialty dining, it's almost like being out at a restaurant. They're preparing that as order. So the quality of food's a little better. Of course, you're paying more. It just depends how you are, with your money. Do you want to pay for more food when your food's already paid for? I mean, that's, and some people say, yes, I love the experience. And some people are like, why would I do that?
Yeah, Tessa Almond had mentioned something up before about like the loyalty. Like she is loyal to, a certain line, but, other lines can pull her away by casino offers and just, different offers. So that's a good point, Tess. Thank you.
Tess gets tempted by the fruit of another. John Burns, thank you so much for the super chat. Gonna email you, Jenny. Star Search Reject, just saying hi.
I just love her. I love that name.
How many stars would they give you on Star Search? 5 stars? We would always give you 5 stars.
Always.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Super chat.
696 likes. Can we get to 800? Rally is here. I paid my money. Beach Mama question: any chance for New Orleans and Key West cruises again? Oh, definitely. So, I mean, there's nothing happening in New Orleans that would stop cruising. And then the latest thing that happened with Key West is that the Florida House passed a bill that would override the Key West ban. I don't know if the governor signed that into law yet or not. So we'll have to check that out.
That's right.
700, man. I think,
oh my goodness, thank you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Because you know what, I'd have to listen to him.
I'd be like, I can't believe we didn't get to 700 likes, Jenny. It's all my fault. I didn't answer enough questions.
That's right.
Man. All right. Is it all?
It is. Do you want to do a quick recap?
Quick recap. the House has passed the exemption to the Passenger Vessel Services Act. So it's cleared the Senate, it's cleared the House, it's going to the President. Once that gets signed, there will be Alaska cruises in 2021. That's big news. We announced, I'll do it in chronological order, we announced a November 2023 group cruise on the brand new NCL Prima. It's a Western Caribbean cruise to celebrate Jenny's birthday and also to celebrate the Prima. And then we made the big announcement, the 6th annual Halloween, Lido Loca Halloween group cruise will be on Carnival's newest ship in 2023, the Carnival Celebration. If you want to book any of those group cruises, all the group cruise information, except for those two, because I haven't updated the website yet, www.lidoloca.com/group cruise. And if you want information directly, email Jenny, jbarnett@expediacruises.com. We will be opening mail tonight at 9 p.m. live. Bermuda got canceled. Man, it's been a heck of an hour. Thank you guys for all the great questions.
We love you guys. And we hit 87,000.
87,000. So much to celebrate.
Congratulations, baby.
Gina Maxwell, thank you for being you. Well, thank you for being you. We'll Keanu you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Gina.
One more question. If your cruise stops in Key West, will you try the lobster roll again?
Absolutely.
Yes. That's the only way.
We will try to get it.
I am never going by land to Key West to get that lobster roll. I will only get it by going on a cruise adventure.
Does it have to be a cruise or can it be a little thing out of the bottom of Florida?
No, it has to be a cruise.
Okay.
Tess with the question. Some states are ending the emergency declaration. Do you think the U.S. will do that next month or so? The declared emergency declaration, it goes through July the 20th or the 21st. It could go away. Again, if the numbers look right, I can't see why it won't go away. If that goes away, all the CDC regulations go away, but it doesn't mean that their authority to impose restrictions on the cruise lines go away. So they could come up with something else. But it wouldn't hurt my feelings if the conditional sail order went away and we just got back to cruising that was somewhat unregulated. You know, the CDC works with the cruise line a lot to inspect their cruise ships. But yeah, I think it would. I think there is some value in letting the cruise line. The cruise lines are great. Let me advocate for the cruise lines. Norovirus, not a big deal on cruise ships. It happens more on land than it does on cruise ships because what happened is norovirus outbroke on a cruise ship and they have procedures for that. Every once in a while, those procedures don't work. You'll get a crazy norovirus outbreak, but millions of people cruise without being a part of a norovirus outbreak. So that's what happened. Now we know about COVID. The cruise lines have made huge adjustments for COVID, and now it's time for them to be able to manage COVID or not. If they don't manage COVID, then they won't have a business anymore. So there is a financial incentive for these private corporations to do a good job of keeping us safe, and I would like to see them get the shot to do that. All right, guys. 9 o'clock tonight, we will do mail, and we'll probably answer some cruise questions.
Right. Russell!
Thank you, Russell, for the super chat. Yeah, we'll keep. You guys keep popping it. We'll keep giving it. Thank you, Russell, for the super chat. Thanks for liking our lives. It's fun, man. It's a lot. I mean, it's like walking on a wire for an hour, but there's not much dead time, so that's pretty cool.
That's right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Much love to you. Much love to the Loca fam. My name's Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca. And until the next time,
we'll see you on the Lido.
We will see you on the Lido.
Bye.
Bye.